Hello, my name is Dave Prezinski. I am a certified flight instructor for Jet with Joe. What we offer is accelerated flight training, faster and cheaper than the big box flight schools out there today. Accelerated flight training is a form of training that research shows produces more efficient, better pilots, faster completion, and better check ride pass rates. If you listen to the Mike and Sean Pro Pilot podcast playbook, they prefer accelerated training over to conventional or 141 schools. And that's one of the reasons why I found Jet with Joe. I came out of an accelerated program, ATP, and I wish I had done my research prior to signing up with them. While I've completed the program, and I think they're a fantastic school, and I received incredible results and feel like I'm a very competent pilot after graduating from that program, what I realized is I probably could have done it for less than half the cost of what I paid for ATP, maybe even half the time. So you're probably wondering, how can Jet with Joe, a smaller school, compete with the national chains like ATP and others? Well, it's very simple. First off, they're going to have DP availability. They have DPs on staff. So that was one of the biggest holdbacks in my training with ATP, is waiting around for a potential DP. We not only have them on staff, but we have the resources to fly you out to them. And then secondly, they cap the amount of students any instructor can have. We want to keep it right around 3. And that gives you the ability to customize your training to your own pace so that you're able to move as fast as you want through the program. Or if you need additional flights, maybe you need to slow things down, all of that's available to you as a student, keeping your training accelerated and on the pace that you desire. So a little bit about Jet with Joe. They started off as a father and son team, both named Joe. And their dream was to help the next generation of aspiring aviators get to their goals faster and cheaper than what was being offered out there. They wanted the goal of 3 to 6 months and less than $50,000. And as of right now, they have plenty of students that are achieving that goal and hitting those milestones. And because of that, Jet with Joe is growing rapidly. They have locations in Akron, Denver, Salt Lake City, Boise, Idaho, Florida, and now this newest location, Ann Arbor, Michigan, where I'll be instructing out of. So some examples of how quickly pilots have made it through the program. I mean, we have students who've gotten through instrument training in 10 days, commercial training in 5, multi-engine in 4 days, even CFI in less than 5 days. And this is all using the approach that I mentioned earlier, accelerated instruction. Accelerated instruction, it's a big buzzword in the industry today. We have multiple flight schools offering it: ATP, Blue Line Aviation, Paragon Flight Centers. All of these schools offer some sort of accelerated training. And really what it is, it's an intensive approach to instruction and learning to fly while receiving your ratings. What we do here at Jet with Joe is we are going to offer you 5 days a week flying 3-hour blocks, and then a lot of self-study time on your own through our online ground school to keep you progressing and moving along through the program. So how long could this take? Well, it really depends on you and the amount of time and energy you put in, and also how you're progressing through your flight stages. As I mentioned earlier, the program can be 3 to 6 months, sometimes a little bit more. Just depends on your progress and the amount of effort you're willing to put in as a student to progress to the next stage. One of the nice things about being a Part 61 is that we can move through this as quickly as we desire. You don't have to be held back by the slowest student in the room, or you don't have to conform to a specific teaching curriculum. What we do is we want to customize everything we do to each individual student's needs. This way you're able to get through your training in the fastest, most efficient way possible. What do you have to do to prepare for accelerated instruction? And really, there's two things. Number one, we want you to be able to pass your written exam with a 90% or above. And we hold the bar so high for this because it's just a great standard to let us know that, hey, the student is dedicated and they're going to have a base of the ground knowledge they need to get past the oral portion of the check ride. We have Gold Seal ground instruction available to you, and with that, you'll have everything that you need to know for your check ride, so there will be no surprises. As long as you study that thoroughly, you'll be more than prepared. Number two is we want you to know the ACS front and back for the rating or certification you desire. This way, you know exactly what is required for that rating and certification, and you know exactly what the DP is able to test you on. So those are the two main things. And then, of course, you know, if you're new to flight training, you need student pilot certificate, medical, all that good stuff, and we can talk about that on our first introductory call. But the real switch of getting ready for the accelerated flight training program, it's really a mindset. You know, you as the student are going to be partially your instructor, because you're going to be responsible for setting up your grounds, making sure you're staying on track, and keeping up with the program we set out for you. You know, we can't do the studying for you. We can't tell you when to study or how much to study. It's really going to be at your discretion, and all we can do is make sure you're hitting your stage checks and you have enough knowledge available to not only fly the plane, but also be effective in the oral portion of the check ride exam. In closing, my name is Dave Prezinski. I am a certified flight instructor for Jet with Joe. I'll be working out of the Ann Arbor, Michigan area, so if you're anywhere near Ann Arbor or Metro Detroit, I'd love to chat with you and get a chance to fly with you. So please feel free to contact me. You can also reach out via the link jetwithjoe.com, and we'll also have some notes at the bottom to help you, guide you along the process of how to get started with this. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to be flying with you soon.